one in a big hurry.
Senator, we have 7 minutes left, and I want to get to a couple of questions from the panelists we have not yet heard from. The Reverend Joel C. Hunter is the senior pastor at Northland Church, one of the largest churches in Florida, 1,400 locations. Worship with them around the globe every single weekend. Go ahead, Reverend.
Hello, Reverend.
Hi, Senator Clinton. Abortion continues to be one of the most hurtful and divisive facts of our nation. I come from the part of the faith community that is very strongly pro-life. I know you're pro-choice, but you have indicated that you would like to reduce the number of abortions. Could you see yourself with millions of voters in the pro-life camp creating a common ground with the goal ultimately in mind of reducing the decisions for abortion to zero?
Yes. And that is what I have tried to both talk about and reach out about over the last many years, going back really at least 15 years, in talking about abortion being safe, legal, and rare. And by rare, I mean rare. And it's been a challenge because the pro-life and the pro-choice communities have not really been willing to find much common ground. And I think that is a great failing on all of our parts. Because for me, there are many opportunities to assist young people to make responsible decisions. There is a tremendous educational and public outreach that could be done through churches, through schools, through so much else. But I think it has to be done with an understanding of reaching people where they are today. We have so many young people who are tremendously influenced by the media culture and by the celebrity culture, and who have a very difficult time trying to sort out the right decision to make. And I personally believe that the adult society has failed those people. I mean, I think that we have failed them in our churches, our schools, our government, and I certainly think the, free market has failed. We've all failed. We have let too many children to sort of fend for themselves morally. And so I think there is a great opportunity, but it would require sort of a leaving at the sides the suspicion and the baggage that comes with people who have very strong, heartfelt feelings. When I first started thinking about this very difficult issue, because it's a moral issue, and it should not be in any way diminished as a moral issue, no matter which side you're on. Because I have seen cases where I honestly believed that the moral choice was very complicated and not so straightforward as to what a young woman, her family, her physician, her pastor should do. And what concerns me is that there's been a real reluctance for anyone to make a move toward the other side for fear of being labeled as turning one's back on the moral dimensions of the issue from either direction. So I would invite you, and I would be willing to work with you to see whether there couldn't be some common ground that one could find.
Our next panelist, Senator, is Monsignor Kevin Sullivan. He is with Catholic Charities USA, helps 7 million people, Catholics and not Catholics, around the United States. Go ahead.
Oh, I know his work very well.
Senator Clinton, just a very simple question. You have spoken a lot about our need to work for the common good. In an age in which there is oftentimes narrow and excessive individualism, how will you speak to our country about the need for sacrifice, restraint, when it comes to the critical issues of taxes, gun control, health care, and energy consumption?
Well, Monsignor, as they say in the Senate, I ask consent to expand and extend my remarks. I think that one of the great challenges facing us, and I heard both of my friends, Senator Edwards and Senator Obama, speaking, and I think you can sense how we are attempting to try to inject faith into policy and also to elicit from people a sense of our common humanity and how we have to be in this together as a nation. And on every issue you mentioned, there is an opportunity for us to chart a new course. But I know how difficult that is. We can set the vision, we can even work to articulate the goal, but the pathway is extraordinarily complicated because of how we live today and how we think of ourselves in relation to our fellow citizens. Take health care. I think we could get almost unanimous agreement that having more than 45 million uninsured people, 9 million of whom are children, is a moral wrong in America. And I think...
1 minute, Senator.
I think we could reach that agreement, and then we would have to start doing the hard work of deciding what we were going to do to make sure that they were not uninsured. Because an uninsured person who goes to the hospital is more likely to die than an insured person. I mean, that is a fact. So what do? We have to build a political consensus, and that requires people giving up a little bit of their own turf in order to create this common ground. The same with energy. You know, we can't keep talking about our dependence on foreign oil and the need to deal with global warming and the challenge that it poses to our climate and to God's creation and just let business as usual go on.
Senator.
And that means something has to be taken away from some people.
And that's our final word. Thank you very much, Senator Clinton. Always a pleasure.
Thank you
nice
so
to
much.
see you.
Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure.